Je hebt die scenerie op je harde schijf staan?
Nee, ik was even uitgegaan. En dat ik de proef niet had.
Seems like I managed to scare you all into taking the 21.
Not all. Tim is flying the ASG 29.
Yeah, it's probably the better choice.
Yeah, let's see.
I haven't flown the 21 in such a long time. I thought this was a good occasion.
Yeah, I think the 18 meter would suit this task as well.
I'm sorry, come again?
Yeah, the 18 meter JS1 would be good as well, I think.
Yeah, I know. But like I said, I haven't flown the 21 since forever. And I'm already impressed by it just flying to the start zone.
Yeah.
I think the roll rate is still quite good for such a long wing. That's same in real life.
It's probably fairly accurate. Just read the report from somebody who was flown the Ventus 3 in Namibia over the winter, who got to fly Condor in the simulator, and it was pretty much spot on in every regard, he said.
Wow. Yeah.
The only thing, he said, it was a little in Condor a little too sensitive on the pitch. He said in his experience it was more stable around its pitch axis, but that may just have been a center of gravity thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, was there a cloud flying penalty?
Yes, I think there is, but clouds are so thin I'm not sure you're actually going to trigger them.
No, and it's 10 points per minute.
Yeah, it's a really low penalty. It's just so that you don't deliberately try to climb in a cloud, but if you accidentally fly through it, it's probably not going to matter.
Just on top of it anyway here.
What about the timing? Was it a pseudo regatta?
No, it's 5 minutes this time, because the spawn point is rather far from the start point. So if somebody joins last second, they still have time. Because it's Saturday, there may be a lot of people. So it's 1 minute warm up, 5 minutes window.
Yeah.
think is going to be a nasty task.
Yeah.
The ridge works better when you're down low. But yes. Oh, sorry, I was whispering. I said that the ridge works better when you're down low, but indeed it's a bit of a tricky task. Now there are more thermals than cumulus clouds, because the inversion height is just above the whatever the crossing of the
Viewpoint.
dew point lines. So most of the thermals don't show a cloud. There are a lot of thermals, but they're difficult to find and they're pretty weak. I try to fly it without thermals, and it's almost possible.
Almost, yeah.
In an 18 meter.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I don't have to turn today. Nice.
The first tricky part is crossing the high plateau on the first leg. So you follow the ridge, at some point you have to go left. That's tricky. And
Yeah, especially when to do it.
sorry?
Yeah, especially the timing, when to cross.
Yeah. And not like the rest is easy, but the final glide. There's a few mountains near the lake, at the north of the lake, and they just didn't get me high enough to get the final glide, and on my test flight I landed 1 kilometer before the finish. But I deliberately avoided all the thermals, so...
Yeah.
So it's almost possible.
Zijn jullie al zo hoog geraakt?
Gewoon die kan wat op en af aan het vliegen, niks speciaals.
Al een heel stuk voor mij uiteraard.
Ik heb hier 0,8 geïntegreerd. Maar beneden de 2-3 meter hier zijn op die kant.
Ah ja. Ik ben eens benieuwd wat dat de Dianekes gaan doen.
Als ze niet buiten staan, dan gaan die rapper zijn normaal. Maar ik denk dat de helft gaat buiten staan voor het eerste keer bent.
Dus de bedoeling is van deze kant te blijven volgen naar links van de koers straks.
Ja, tot op een gegeven...
Rechts van de koers.
Op een gegeven moment moet het toch oversteken. Hè? Ik denk dat je best de kam volgt tot wanneer er ergens een bel tegenkomt, dat je tot tegen de basis kunt draaien en dan oversteken.
Ja. Via die 1,5 moet ik maar 2800 meter klimmen.
Ja.
Plus 700 naar beneden.
Pas op, hè. De start is maar 700 of zo, hè. Dus ik moet eerst... Ah ja, voilà. Dat kan niet. Ik bedoel, ik moet nog 2000 klimmen, maar ik krijg die 0.
Tot aan de finish.
Ja, plus 2, hè.
Ja, same hier.
1880. En ik hang op 1640.
Met 2000 toen met ik die 0. Ik hang op 1500.
A Viking is a brave man who's gonna start first, yes?
Maybe. Gear up. Oh my god.
Yeah, gear up and clear up.
I'll never forget that.
It's
Then
probably
whenever
only
clickable.
fair. Yeah, I'm gonna start. It's probably only fair I start early. Missed my start, but okay. See here, 5 meters. What's all the fuss about?
Je gaat naar die cumulus of zijn je al aan het oversteken nu?
Nee, ik kan naar die cumulus. Ik zou willen oversteken naar dat bergje aan dat eerste meer. Maar dat kan ik nog niet aan. Zo.
Aan Lake Rotorua.
Rotoiti of zoiets, ik weet het niet.
Rotorua. Volgens ik zus hoor.
Maar ten beste daarvan is een berg, daar zou ik willen geraken.
Dat is een beetje de vraag voor mij nu. Hoe lang blijf je onder dek van dat stijgen te genieten en snelheid te pakken? En vanaf wanneer beginnen te klimmen, hè?
Ja, inderdaad. Het klimmen is niet gigantisch, dus ik blijf redelijk hoog. So, indeed, as Titi just told me, one question is, if you stay low, then you have the good lift, but at some point you have to get up.
Yeah.
It's pretty tricky to make the right decision. I'm playing it safe for now. Ouch. TT, I'm right above you, so please don't pull up too briskly.
Presume if it's a 5 meter you pull up as well.
Yeah, a little bit to your right. berg is ongeveer in bereik volgens Accessor.
In mijn Accessor niet.
Oké.
Maar ik denk dat hij rekening houdt met McCready. En die zat op auto McCready en die is om de een of andere reden naar 3,3 gebracht.
Mij staat op 2,6, wat dat realistischer is denk ik.
ZBI achter ons, achter u steekt al over, geen twijfel, het gaat dan toch terug.
Dat is nog te vroeg denk ik. Die helling die draagt en de windopcomponent is dus nauwelijks een omweg.
Nu, als we tot naast, in deze richting tot naast het meer vliegen, dan is het 14%.
Ja, dat is misschien te veel. Ik weet ook niet of de helling daar nog draagt.
I'm having bad frame rates. Anyone else?
Frame rates are okay, but I saw Zulu Bravo Yankee warping quite severely.
Well, actually my frames are rather low, like 45, which is lowish.
Yeah.
Mine is at 60.
Yeah, I'm back to 60 now.
Ik ga oversteken langs de cumulus.
Nu kom ik volgens Accessor in het midden van het meer terecht.
Maar je ziet een heuvel daar al, hè. Daar kunnen we wel aan.
Ja. So the pack is being dispersed right now. Some people turn left already, others still go straight.
Kilo Juliet is brave.
Well, I'll hold you accountable. You said there were blue thermals.
There are. In fact, most of them are blue.
Yeah.
But they're not very strong, so if you're flying 220, they are maybe tricky to detect.
I'm flying ultra conservative today.
You know, it's my strategy, scaring everybody, so they all fly slow, and then I do it with 188 average.
Well, Tim is almost at 188. He didn't get scared.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
he's difficult to impress.
No, I'll get scared when I land.
I think he's about to crash, I assume.
Nou ja, toch een stuk grappiger dan ik kan vliegen. Ik ga toch nog wat meer op mijn gemak doen.
Oh, ik kan aan die helling aan en er hangen nog gummissen onderweg. Dus
Over welke helling heb je het dan? Die rechts van ons daar?
ja, die daar naast het water. Hè.
Oh ja.
Als je daar omhoog gaat, dan kun je naar de volgende en dan even geen bellen nodig. God, this is really an impressive plane.
Yeah, fantastic.
And the roll rate is not slower than from my real plane. It's an 18 meter. But the Diana is a mighty impressive plane as well.
Yeah.
Juliet is still going there, huh?
Yeah, that's certainly true.
I flew Diana last night for the first time on the race, and this thing can't go slow.
Can or cannot?
Cannot.
In thermals, no.
Yeah, but you must thermal quite fast.
Yes.
Above 130 or above.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but given the wing loading, that's to be expected.
Yeah, naturally.
But even if you fly McCready 1 with full wing loading. The speeds you fly, it's insane. I mean, there's almost no reason to fly less than 180 or 200.
No, at about 200 she goes forever.
Yeah.
I was used to fly Ventus 15 meter for before, because I tried Diana before, but I didn't like her behavior in thermal. But I didn't realize that I must fly fast.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but the performance is so good.
Hoe hoog eindig je nog?
650.
Watch the power lines. Can decide to go above or below.
Ouch, really?
I think the lines themselves are not modeled, it's only the pylons, I think. So you're lucky you can go through them.
We'll try some other time today. I don't want to crash right now, maybe later. Well, talking about crash, we have first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it almost took longer than I expected.
Nu naar die Cumulus, nee?
Die is wel ver, dan hangen er hier nog flusjes genoeg. En dan ben ik naar boven het water, ik blijf hier liever boven de stad. Tim, you've gone silent and slow.
Yeah. Not low and slow.
Oh, if you're not low, then it's good.
I passed 1K.
Okay. goed overnaast.
PLP meer links, maar die is ook aan het zoeken. Nee, niet goed. Nou, die kunnen we zien, hè.
Deze is niet slecht, hè. 2 meter of zo geïntegreerd.
Dat is niet slecht, nee, deze is niks. Verre naast gepakt 2 keer al.
Die helling die geeft ook zijn rust, moet zijn.
Ja, het moet zijn.
Ik denk dat noorden op aan dat ze best in de wind staat.
Ik kan er niet aan. Ik vind ze niet. Emmer. Moet verder. Ik zie wel.
Ik steek over naar die berg in het oosten voorbij het water. Ik denk niet dat je dat nu al aan kunt, maar
Nog niet bijna. ...500 meter, 130 grond.
En er iets aan stijgen?
Nee,
Ouch.
mogelijk wel. Hellingske, Kummeruske. Zou goed kunnen zijn. Nee, het is shit. Water lossen.
Nog niks?
Klein meterke, een klein hellingske. En
Ouwe.
geen echte... Ja. Het is gewoon helling, ik ga niet hoger, wat verder. Nee, dat wordt een waterlanding, vrees ik.
Is this turn point on top of the hill, maybe?
It's behind it. It's on the airfield.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's behind it. It's on the airfield. It's behind and it's a bit lower than the hill.
Aha, thank you.
I think this is going to be a water landing. zonder thermiek, dat snap ik niet. Dat je dat kunt doen.
Ja, die helling die gaf dat toch?
Ik heb daar niks fatsoenlijk gevonden.
Ja, fatsoenlijk. Als je een meter hebt, moet je dat houden, hè.
Ja, maar die ging niet hoger dan de helling zelf. Dan stopte dat.
Ja, op en af vliegen tot wanneer dat je een bel tegenkomt.
Ja. En hier zit iets, maar veel zakken. Een heel klein belletje precies maar. Water al gelost. Een opdraaien en min 0,5. Daar heb ik niks aan. Verder boven het water, dus dat wordt niks. Hè.
Je kunt niet terug naar de oever.
Nee, 500 meter. Midden van het water.
This Mr. Lees should get glider with only one wing.
Ja.
Nou, juist een oever gehaald, maar ja, 30 meter boven de bomen op dat plat stuk. Dus nu dat ik ergens nog iets kan vinden, maar ik denk dat het gedaan is.
Ah, je zit hier langs deze, aan deze kant van de... Oké.
En alles wat stijgt wordt gecompenseerd door veel meer zakken.
houdt daar precies nog redelijk vol.
Min 0,3 gemiddeld, dan gaat het langzaam, hè.
Ja, wel de verkeerde richting uit.
Yep.
Oh my god. pH. Well, I might just stop typing. This headset off and glasses on, I can't do it. I really try to be polite, but it's just, it's impossible.
Have you experimented with, what is it called?
Yeah, I have that program. I can't make it work.
Okay.
Because I'm running something called YCOM Pro for DCS for JTAG operations, and it somehow has locked up the program for right now, so.
I think I'm gonna do some fishing.
Good idea, man. Where's my fishing pole?
I had considered not scoring outlandings on water, but
it's not deep here, so I can pull it.
okay. It's not salt water, so.
I might have been here before. I see big bomb craters over here. Or maybe it's Gulf.
Uh-huh. Didn't notice that before.
Okay.
Ah, je zet nu accessoren bij op je scherm.
Ja. Ja.
Nee, 3 bellen, echt niks gevonden en dan juist al lager dan gekomen. Vogel voor de kat.
Ja, ik dacht dat je nog aan het vorige meer waart. En daar weet ik dat die helling werkt, maar ik heb de trap overgestoken en ik dacht...
Ja, die helling heb ik wel gehangen. Toen dat jij zei 2 meter en dan ben ik daar naartoe gekomen. En daar heb ik alleen maar zakken gevonden en even stijgen, maar ik raakte er niet in gedraaid.
Congratulations.
Ja, congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
En dan, ja, dan ben ik verder gesukkeld naar een kunstje boven dan meer en dat was ook niet goed. En dan verder en verder en verder. Dan heb ik niks tegengekomen waar ik in kon blijven draaien. En jij bent al binnen, Bob. Waarschijnlijk.
Jeet.
Oh nee, nog 1800 meter. Oké. En Tim die draait in een bel van 2,5 meter.
Congrats, Tim.
Thanks.
Yeah, congrats.
Die vlucht van u, waar dat je niet gedraaid hebt in techniek, die zou ik wel zullen zien. Geloof ik niet echt dat dat gaat.
Ja, ik zei ook bijna. Maar dat stuk dat jij gedaan hebt, dat gaat alles in de oversteek. Dat ging niet. En de keer dat je aan die eerste berg ging, dan gaat dat wel.
Tim is nog 1600 meter onder glijpad. Moet jij die 1?
Carlos is doing good. If he can engage autopilot, that means he has some margin.
Yeah.
The problem with the PDA map that I'm using is that the colors look the same like in Arc Alpin. But what is a 2000 meter mountain in Arc Alpin? It's like 300 meters here.
Yeah.
All those maps can be pretty confusing sometimes.
Ja, ik heb het gevonden, neck displacement op een track. Dat is bij een nieuwere versie dan dat ik heb. Ik loop even zo lopen.
Waarom heet het?
Open track neck displacement, dus uit de rotatie van uw ogen
Oké.
en de nek. Het gaat redelijk goed precies.
Ja. zeggen dat dat binnen is zeker? Dat is moedig. There's a bunch of Dianas following me over the lake on final glide, but I don't really see how they can make it.
No.
No, we can only just make it MI-21. There's not a lot of thermals over the water.
Ouch, dat is wel spannend voor Kilo Juliet.
Ja, ze zijn wel traag aan het vliegen. Misschien met mijn credit 0 dat ze het juist kunnen. Enfin, er zijn hier nog wel bellen en als ze die bel te pakken krijgen dan is het oké. Maar...
Ik heb intussen mijn open track geüpdate en blijkbaar al mijn settings, ik had die allemaal gescreenshot, die zijn allemaal mooi mee overgenomen.
liever uit.
Het is heel wat natuurlijker als je naar links kijkt. Je kunt zelfs overdrijven dat je dan in één keer bijna buiten de cockpit achteruit kunt kijken en dat is wel gemakkelijk.
Ik heb wel eens meegespeeld.
Ja, de matsen moeten nog aan het water beginnen, denk ik 900 meter.
Maar die is, heeft water, die raakt aan het water of wat?
Aan het water, ja. Er rijdt dan een schone cumulus voordat het op het water is.
Ja, dat is goed bezig.
40 kilometer uit BDA min 520, dan krijg je 1. Proficiat. Ja, met uw trekkerjaar marcheert dat niet, hè?
Marcheert waar niet? Ah, nee, denk ik niet.
Maar dat is van mij, dat is ook maar van een update van september 18. Dat kan. Ze zijn onder een glijpad aan het geraken.
Wow, geen probleem.
He stole your lift, Oars?
Sorry, say again.
He stole your lift?
He stole all lift.
I didn't take any, so...
Neither did I.
Zit hij aan de scheven in een bak op?
Ik zit scheef met een stoel soms, ja.
Nou, daar heb ik wel OCD over. Het is omdat ik zo dikwijls whisper om recht te zetten. Dat is ontkoppelen met een andere knop.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Peerless, he crashed and his wing is sticking in the air and there's still water pouring out of it. It's a hilarious sight. Ja, het is min af, ik weet het. Ik heb geen energie meer voor...
But that means that the other Urgos has to do something about the physics modeling from the water release.
I don't think it matters so much.
No, not really.
Oh, and I'm not sure if it was actually wrong. I mean, it was...
Is the water blowing downwind?
Well, it stopped now, so his tanks are empty. I think it was just falling down. I don't know, I didn't pay enough attention. If you're watching the stream, you can scroll back and maybe you can watch. Yeah, the Dianas are here.
No, it was just falling to the earth like it should.
Well, I don't think the water bag is above the release point the way the wing was, but of all the things that can be improved in Condor, that's probably not the most important one.
No. You can't model everything in physics.
No, I know.
If you do, you will build an entire universe.
Well, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Well, they could use an engine, a physics engine that already does all those things. You know, like Unity or Unreal or something.
Yeah.
I would really like to see that happen one day. Then you have a nice graphics engine and all the VR stuff works and the physics is there and the landscape level of detail, lighting, all that stuff is already done and Urus can concentrate on what he does best. The flight models and the online stuff.
Yeah, but you need somebody to know Unity or...
Is that something that you have to pay a license for, which is expensive?
Yeah, I think Diana beat us. I think for Unity it's like 5% commission on your sales or something like that.
I think that's something most of us would gladly pay extra.
It's only if you sell more than, I don't know, like 20,000 euro per card or something.
Yeah.
So it's for small projects it's free. I suppose Condor would probably exceed that at least upon release, but still not very expensive if you compare what you get for it.
was een non-whispered smoke, hè?
Where'd you go? Are you still here tomorrow?
The server will be.
All right.
Where are you?
New Zealand.
Yeah. Oh my god, all the way in New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but this is where I am. No, I'm just entering out over the lake here.
Ah, yes. The hang on. Let me see your distance.
And I can speed up. I only just have final glide, so...
If you got final glide, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, there are some thermals over the lake, but I wouldn't count on them.
No, I don't trust you or the weather or anyone anymore. I've lost faith in humanity after you did this. It really pulls some teeth out, this. But you could probably easily end up in weather conditions like this, out in real life, no problem.
Well, if you look at the average speeds, that's still pretty fast for a real competition.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make me feel even better. Or even worse. I thought I was doing good, now it's a disaster.
Well, I think if you finish this task, that's quite an achievement by itself.
Let's see. Well, fortunately, I'm a pretty good swimmer.
Tim, I'm following your stream on YouTube. Is that correct that on your map the lake is not depicted as a lake?
Yeah, because I chose the Alpha Echo map. I can try to zoom in. It is a lake, but it's quite hard to see.
Yeah, it's the same on my map.
It's
not blue.
Green. Yeah.
Those are some low and slow finishes.
Yeah.
120 kilometers per hour, just above the ground. It's barely gonna make it to the airfield.
I just had a couple in a canoe down there paddling past me.
And they were going upstream?
I don't know where they're going.
But against the stream, I suppose?
Yeah. Of course, against the stream. I am glad I'm in this 21 meter right now, in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, the two Dianas who were they were with me at the other side of the lake on the same hill, and well, they did beat me in points with their handicap, but they needed a thermal. They couldn't.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it across. I could. And are you on final glide, Tim?
Yeah, I should be. Minus 49 meters.
Oh, that's fine.
With McReady, how much?
1.4.
Yeah, there should not be a problem then.
No, I don't think so. I hope not.
There's a small rock on the east, the northeast of the airfield, but it doesn't really work as much as it barely works at all at low altitude, at least. So. I thought it was going to be a lifesaver, but it's not.
I see it from here.
Yeah, it looks promising. You know, a very sharp rock, and it's into the wind. But,
I am
count on
not
it.
taking any chances.
I'm just relying on my kinetic energy.
It was truly a majestic bird to look at the JS-21 before we started. Wow, what a beautiful aircraft.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive plane
Yeah, fantastic, man.
with a pretty impressive price tag, unfortunately.
Was it like 10 euros?
Yeah, what a
12 or
bargain.
13, I believe.
€10 euros.
Is the wing in 3 pieces? The real one?
I'm not sure.
After crash, yes.
I think it's in 2 pieces.
2 pieces if you don't count the winglets, or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Shorter tip on it for 18 meters.
Ah, it's the same wing with other tips. If you buy it, you have both, or you have to choose.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah, probably.
But it's basically the 18-meter wing with a longer tip on it, but then the separation a little bit more inboard to have a optimal planform for both 18 and 21. I'm curious how the EB29 will be, how that will be flight modeled with so few of these airplanes flying in real.
Yeah, well, you only need one with enough data to make one in Condor, but
Yes. Yes.
there's Tim. Oh, easy.
Yeah, no problem.
But you took, I think you took a different route. Did you follow the ridges on the east coast of the lake, or did you cross over the?
Yeah, a little bit, but I got a fair thermal,
Okay.
and then I had my final glide. What I had 1.4 just before the lake.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Congrats, Tim.
Thanks.
Reds.
There's Adam, also really comfortable. And Jeffries and Nontaris, not bad.
I know I should be happy, but it saddens me that so many people can finish.
Yeah, it's more than I expected. I thought about
Yeah.
half wouldn't make it to the first waypoint.
It's pretty good.
Well, it's more than that. It's assuming everybody still flying is gonna finish, and it looks like they will. It's like 60% finishes.
Yeah, but perhaps they saw the briefing and realized it was going to be a difficult task.
Yeah. Next time I will tell them it's easy. Go fast.
Yeah.
Try not to break
you
your
really
wings.
think, no matter what you tell us, that we'll trust you in anything, ever? No way, Jose.
I don't think I said anything wrong in my briefings yet. Ignore them at your own peril.
I
Oh,
won't read
man.
any briefing of yours anymore.
Sorry? Uros, what did you say?
I said I won't read any of your briefings anymore.
It's up to you.
It's the end.
I think it was quite accurate. The
Yeah,
briefing.
it was.
Yeah. But choosing the Diana wasn't an obvious choice.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think it was.
this task is just fast enough to profit with lower index.
Yeah.
I think the Diana was the high risk. If you completed it, I'm not surprised that they're on top. But I thought there was a good chance that in a Diana you wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
The 21, well, that's. I didn't expect a 21 to win on points, but.
No.
I thank you. I was afraid you were going to say I didn't expect a 21 not to finish.
No.
Actually, I'm the only 21 who didn't finish.
Yeah, indeed.
At the moment, eh?
Yeah, you came very low at the first turn point, TT.
Yeah, yes. My vertical tricked me. He said, here is a 2-meter thermal, and I went there and I couldn't find it.
And then you were left on the small ridges at the lake?
Yes, and they were really too...
Yeah, no chance.
Congratulations, Viking.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Viking.
Rats.
So
Thank
TT,
you.
don't trust your brother,
No, I don't.
like Viking says. Yeah, but it was a very nice task, Vertigo.
Thank you.
Yeah, really cool. again.
Again, yeah, I like these, I don't know what to call them, off-kilter tasks. They're not the usual. You always have an idea, or there's a tricky moment. Very cool.
It's not a tricky moment, it's tricky tasks. I just make the start easy. From then on, I try to make it tricky all the time.
Yeah, but it's something opposite to going back and forth on a ridge with 250 kilometers per hour.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of, it's almost automatic because of what I'm trying to do is challenging tasks in like an hour and a half. But that means if you have a very fast task, then you're spending half the time on final glide, which is boring. You don't want that. So you automatically get tasks which are weird or tricky or different.
Yeah. I like tasks where you need to slow down or speed up quite a few times.
What I like is tasks if you look at the results and you see that most people took entirely different path.
Yeah.
Like the previous task, although it was just a straight line across a ridge, there's almost no two people who took the same path across the mountains. It's interesting to see.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, this was a pretty neat task, definitely. I think what you're doing is you're making good soaring pilots out of us newbies, because you're simply forcing us to think there's no way around it, and that's a good thing. If we someday decide to try this out in real life, but I still have to see a glider in real life.
Well,
So-
I wouldn't recommend doing these tasks in real life.
No, no, thank
No.
you. No.
It's
Yeah,
Alive?
if you flew this for real, you should be happy with an average about 100, because you needed safety and
you should be happy to be alive.
yeah,
Like the crossing on the first leg over those forests, so low.
yeah,
Yeah.
and not many airfields or places to outland.
Yeah.
No. Well, great fun. I'll catch you all later. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, I'd say
night,
the
Viking.
same.
Have a good night.
Okay, good night.
Have a good night, everybody, and thanks for the task. Bye bye.
Bye, Tim.
Bye.
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
Horus, you're also on final
User
glide.
disconnected from your channel.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep, well done.
That's cool. I think almost everybody who made the first turn point finished. Almost.
D&J Beam, ken je die?
Nope.
In Pavel Lis is hij altijd zo goed?
Ik denk het wel.
Oops.
Huh? I saw you landing. What did you crash into? Seemed like a normal landing to me.
Yeah, in one piece.
Well, I'm sure that can be repaired.
Now I saw it on the stream. Wasn't it like there was an invisible object?
And the first Papa Lima Papa also crashed against I don't know what.
And on the last reach, just before the last lake, I almost crashed in this damn hang glider.
Yeah. It's pretty cool though, I think, the hang gliders. And they're big enough that you can see them if you don't come at very high
They should be
speed.
dynamic. They should fly for real. So
Yeah, that
it
would
will
be even better, of
even
course.
more interesting.
Yeah, that's true. And the wind turbines should turn, and the factory should produce smoke and all that. That's I'm sure that will all come in the next patch.
No, but there is this, just as somebody said before, it's this game engines which already exists with all those solutions.
Yeah.
That will be the right way to go, and just incorporate the weather model into this, and that will be one hell of the simulator.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so
my
too.
feeling
But
too. The time spent on the scenery
Yeah, I know.
modeling
That's
should be
just
spent
a
on
dream.
the weather.
I'm daydreaming a little.
I don't know how old you are, Uros, but Vertigo and me, we have played with a flight simulator. What was it, FS1 or something on a TRS Tandy TRS 80?
I'm flying simulators from FS Flight Microsoft Simulator 98, I believe, and some simulators before on Spectrum on Commodore 64.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you've seen the pixels. Like, this is another airplane.
I know the
3
pixels
pixels.
and sprites, yes.
Chuck Yeager Air Combat, remember that one?
I think so. There was a lot of those games, and it's a long time ago.
Yeah, FS1. If you Google it, you can still find screenshots from it. It's hilarious to see.
Not long ago, I saw a video on the YouTube, all Microsoft flight simulators from first version until X. It is quite a difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the graphics, they can be improved, of course, but it doesn't really bother me too much. But I hate the idea that Uros is spending time on doing things that other people have done so much better already.
Yes, I think so. So that's the problem.
Yeah, I've been telling them for many years, but they don't listen.
And they don't argue about it? Why they don't do it, or?
No, they're rather weird in that aspect, and there's just no response to this sort of things.
They're so proud of what they did.
Yeah, and they can be proud of this game, but we are talking about other possibilities even better.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at Unity or Unreal or all those game engines, there's like hundreds of people working on that full time. There's no way that with 2 part-time people you can make something that's even.
I don't know which engine the DCS DCS world use, but
They,
graphics and flying models are the best, if you ask me.
I think it's their own engine. I don't think they use something something
Yeah, I
pre-made.
also think it's their proper.
And graphics-wise, what I've seen, I'm not too. I mean, it's fine. It's not. The planes themselves are really beautiful, but the sceneries, I'm not too impressed, to be honest. I don't think it's as good as you can do these days.
But the mainstream DCS users are flying fast jets, high
Yeah, it's true.
and fast, so the scenery is not that so much important. I flying helicopters, and I would like to see more detailed sceneries. Well, sometime, somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, I think even what's the other glider simulator? Not
Silent Wings?
No, not Silent Wings. I think there's another one which supports VR. I've seen some YouTube clips of it. Is graphically it's really impressive. I mean, you can hardly tell it's a simulator. If you don't pay attention, you could think somebody filmed it with a GoPro. But the flight model and the thermals, and there's no online competition and all that. Then I think wouldn't be nice if you got together and you combined the best of both worlds, because that flight simulator also has its focus is more on it's Aerofly. It's called Aerofly FS2 or something.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, they have planes with engines. So if you would like to do towing and all that, then you already have the models and the flight models and.
Oh, JB is coming.
Yep.
wow, indeed. I'm looking at Aerofly FS2 in 4K. That's pretty impressive indeed.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's only impressive with certain sceneries, but even so.
He is flying in Innsbruck, Austria, in the mountains.
Yeah, that's one of the better ones.
But the flight model, you immediately see there is some detachment between what the tailplane is doing and what you know can be real.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I don't know how good or how bad it is, but apparently flight model is not nearly as good, and especially when it comes to thermals and weather and there's what no other simulator gives you is online gliding competitions. Just that fact alone.
Yeah.
Makes,
that's 70% of the fun, eh?
Yeah, exactly. If you make this offline only and no tasks, then I would be bored after 2 flights, I think. Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you for flying. Yep.
Thank you, and to the next time.
Yep, see you
Good
next
night.
time.
See you next time. Dus ik
See
ga
you
morgen
soon.
dan langskomen, hè.
Welcome back.
Ja, dat is goed.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.